Every woman who finds femme and find it at the right time. So if you are here, trust it and let's begin. I want to talk about 5 daily habits of a woman who is deeply in her feminine energy. Remember, femininity is a habit that you return to every day. It's not something that you do once in a while. Let me paint 2 pictures for you. The first one is of a woman who wakes up in the morning and the first thing she do is pick up her phone, start scrolling. She's already in other people's lives, already in other people's reels before she even starts her day. At the time she wants to start her day, she rushed through everything. She rushed through her breakfast. Before she gets out of the door, she's exhausted already. By the time she starts her day, she just keeps giving and giving and giving. By evening, she's exhausted. And by the time she finished her day, she gets back home, she continued where she left off in the morning, and she started scrolling again. That is how she spent her day. The next day, the same thing. She's still repeating the same thing. Now, the second picture is of a woman who wake up in the morning, and before she starts her day, she gave herself her own special me time, at least 10 minutes for herself. Before anybody around her asks anything of her, she's giving herself 10 minutes. No phones, nothing. She's saying what she expects from her day. She's saying the things she wants from her day. Maybe a cup of tea or just water. Sitting down and tasting it and watching the sun rise. That is what she do before she starts her day. Or a 3 to 5 minutes of journaling, talking about how she feels at the moment or the things that happened to her the day before. These 2 people, they choose to live their day differently. They may have the same kind of work, they may live in the same area. Each of them dictates how their day is going to be. And for the second woman, she already sets the tone for what she expects from her day. That is going to reset her nervous system all through the day, especially in the morning. She's going to be calm. She's going to be involved in whatever is happening around her. The difference between these 2 women is not their income, it's not their circumstances, it's not their looks, it's their habits. This is why I want to talk about the 5 habits of a woman who is deeply in her feminine energy. These habits are not occasionally, they are not performative, they are what you do every day as someone who is deeply connected to herself and lives in her body. So let's begin. Before we get into it, I want to make sure we're starting on a solid ground. I want to talk about the kind of feminine energy that is different from what is popularly known. This kind of feminine habits are habits that shows that this woman is not that she doesn't get angry. It's not that she doesn't have a bad day. What is important is that she lived through it and she came out fine on the other side because she's deeply rooted in herself, in her femininity, and well connected to her essence. That is the difference between it. This is not the aesthetics feminine energy, the one you start in the morning and you take off in the evening. No, this is a feminine energy habit that you do every day and it becomes part of your life. So let's get into it. The first one is this type of woman starts her day with intention. She takes her time to feel, to be present, to be in herself, to be present, to know what is going on with her body. She dictates what is going to happen to her during the day. Her affirmations are quiet time for resetting. She'd observe it always, every day. These are not luxury habits. These are not luxury habits. These are habits that doesn't cost anything. All you need to do is just start with the dedication and the mindset. That is enough. So she takes her time. And what makes her different from the woman who gets up in the morning and starts pressing her phone, starts giving and giving, is that that kind of woman that gives and gives is in someone else's reels, other people's life, online, on social media. That kind of woman get exhausted before the day finish because she has just been pouring out and she's not pouring in. She didn't pour into herself. Unlike the woman who starts her day with a cup of tea or coffee, in her calmness, in stillness, and taking that time to reset, even before her children ask anything of her. I'm not saying you should do a 16-step routine. I'm not saying you should wake up as early as 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. in the morning and start. No, just 10 minutes of whenever you wake up, having your quiet time to start your day. It's very important because you're starting that day with intention. That kind of a day, you're starting with intention. You are putting your mind and you're asking, already dictating what is going to happen, what you want from the day. And this is magnetic because what you want from life, you already request for it, and that is exactly what life is going to grant you. You have to start your day with intention. The calmness and the stillness is very, very important to reset the mind and the body. This type of woman lives in her body and not her head. She embodies herself. She's not on survival mode with a functional routine, going around her day, rushing, doing things in robotic mode. No, this kind of woman is in tune with her body. She lives in her body. And since the body is the honest advisor to you, when you listen to that body, you will be able to communicate well with your body. The problem is a lot of us have not been listening. We've been taught to tone down our emotions, to tone down our feelings, not to get in touch, not to understand and translate. Oh, this is what I'm feeling right now. What may be the cause? Oh, why am I feeling like this? When did I start feeling like this? No. We've been brought up in such a way that there's no time for it. Nobody has time for that. So you just put it aside and you go about your day. This is very, very dangerous. And this is why you need to be in your body. Because as time goes on, when you ignore all the signs, the body has a way by which it's going to react. And the body wants to come and collect. Body will always come to collect the score. So the best thing is to listen to the body and live in the body. We live too much in our head, always calculating, always giving, always providing, always taking care of everybody, and not putting ourselves first, especially as a woman. This is not supposed to be so. You can't pour from an empty cup. So you need to be in your body. And there's a difference between someone that lives in their head and someone that lives in their body. The person that lives in their body, there's a kind of presence that they have. Their presence is going to announce itself even before they speak, because the way they carry themselves, the way they talk, the way they move is going to be different from someone who lives in their head and they're on robotic mode. This is another habit. Such woman has to be in her body. She has to live in her body. Remember, the first one I said was that she has to be intentional about herself, especially in the morning before her day starts. It's important because that will set the tone for the day. So that's the second one. Now let's move to the third one. The third one is practicing emotional honesty with ourselves. A lot of us don't practice emotional honesty with ourselves. We don't want to sit down quietly and listen to the voice in ourselves. We don't like solitude, so we do a lot of things to keep ourselves busy. This is not good. You need to practice emotional honesty, like, oh, how am I feeling right now? Oh, I am hungry. Not the usual dismissive, I am fine. That is not good. That is not good. That is why you see when something small happens, some people just start crying, start shouting, start blowing things out of proportion. This is because these were reactions that has been kept inside, that you were supposed to have outputted. But now you're using that opportunity. The body is using that opportunity to scream out, to come out. The best person that can tell you the truth is yourself. The only person that can tell you the truth is yourself. And you don't have to hide from yourself. You should always sit down and spend time with yourself. Don't be scared of yourself. Check and reminisce about your life. Practice emotional honesty. A lot of people surround themselves with people that will not tell them the truth, because whenever they are around someone that decides to tell them the truth, they don't like it and they feel bad about it, and they're like, no, this person. But deep inside, they already know that the person is telling the truth, but they don't want to listen, they don't want to hear it, because it's going to take too much work and the picture is ugly. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting better and refining yourself. It's okay to do that. We are all humans, and you're even going to be a better version. So don't be scared to practice emotional honesty with yourself. This will reduce mistakes. It will reduce cloudy head, not making clear decisions. You sit down during your emotional honesty session, like at the end of the day before you go to bed, you may decide to say, oh, you may decide to ask yourself like some question like, how do I feel today? What did I do today? What are the things I don't like that I did today? And how can I get better? What are the things I don't like that I did today? And how can I get better? There's nothing wrong with that. So you can even ask for help. It shows you are strong. A lot of people are not strong enough to ask for help. So there is nothing wrong with practicing emotional honesty. Be able to know the areas you need to work on and the area that you need to fine tune. Another habit of a woman who is deeply in her feminine energy is by practicing the act of receiving. Should receive. It's good to receive. You are worth it. You are enough. There's nothing wrong with receiving. Don't try to deflect when someone compliments you. Oh, you look beautiful today. I like your dress. Thank you. Thank you is enough. Another habit that a woman who is deeply in her feminine energy can practice is the act of receiving. When you receive, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of women don't feel they have to receive because they have been made to carry everyone else on their back, and because they perceive receiving or asking for help as being weak. No, it's not. Take the compliments. When someone offers to help you, if it's coming from a good place, take it. There's nothing wrong with that. You should receive. The heart itself, the nature is a she, and you pour seed, water, and nurture it, and it grows fine. So you as a woman, you should receive. It's your birthright. Receive and enjoy. Don't be scared. When someone compliments you, take it. Feel it, soak it in. When someone offers to help you, receive it. A lot of people feel they are always giving and giving and giving, and nobody seems to be helping them with the weight. This is where the problem is. People around such person feel, oh, she is strong, she doesn't need the help. Oh, she's good, she's fine, she doesn't need the help. And they don't offer to help because they feel, oh, she has everything on lockdown, she's in charge, there's no need. So they offer someone else. And now she's angry that, after everything I've been doing, you people should have offered to help me. But everyone is just like, oh, it didn't even cross our mind. So it's important to receive and enjoy. By practicing the act of receiving, that is even love. That is that means you are enough in yourself. Your self-esteem is okay. You believe you are worth it. And so this is another habit I want us to emulate every day. The last one, which is the fifth one, is such woman protects her energy. This is not about the spiritual aspect. I'm talking about the energy around you as a lady, the people you allow into your life. Be the judge and the jury. Know the kind of people you want into your life. Don't accept people out of pity. If you don't feel good about their presence, feel free to say no. No is a complete sentence. There's no need to explain. You are standing strong and you're doing yourself a favor. That's another way of having boundaries. When you have boundaries, when you protect your energy, don't worry about what people are going to say. Some people say, oh, no, don't worry. You are not here for them. You are here for yourself. And so that is exactly who you are going to work on to be happy. You are not here to make everybody happy. You are not jollof rice. So this is why you have to protect your energy. Protecting your energy sometimes comes with self-awareness. When you are in tune with your intuition, with your gods, with your body. Some people, when you spend time with them, you may realize you feel depleted. And some people, you feel as if you have been motivated. You feel good about yourself. Those are the kind of people you should spend time with. Those are the kind of people you should spend time with. Not the energy vampires. They are not good for you. You have to be very, very careful. So you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your essence. You need to protect your life force. Some people just, that is what they feed on. Other people's energy. Be it friends, be it co-workers, be it family, try to avoid these people and set boundary. This will help you. It will bring good things into your life. They are not going to serve as hindrance or blockage. All those 5 habits that I have mentioned doesn't cost a thing. This is what you can do, and you can start on your own. You can pick any one out of these 5 that you feel is for you today as you are listening to this video. You can decide to pick any one and start doing it for yourself. This is something that you do, and you're always putting your mind on it as you go along your day, so that it can become a habit for you. So these are things you can do every day to get better. A woman who practices all those 5 habits will be deeply involved and in tune with her feminine energy. You can start by picking one. Femininity is not something you start and you do at once. It's a lifestyle. It's a form of living. If you continue to form feminine habits, you will realize a lot of benefits for your own personal development. So if this message has helped you in any way, do feel free to subscribe, drop comments, like, and share this video. Someone you feel they may also find it helpful. Take care of yourself out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.